We are live here on Thunder, and this is the last WCW show before In Your House. And we are scheduled to have a huge main event. Maybe AJ will let us know if that main event is still going down. As he makes his way to the ring, he's got a big match coming up at In Your House. He's got a rematch against R-Truth for the WCW World Heavyweight title. Also here tonight, we will run through the WCW side of the In Your House card. Also in action, Bianca Belair taking on Kairi Sane. And the phenomenal one in the ring. He will look to become WCW champion for the 6th time at In Your House. It was right here on Thunder just 2 weeks ago where R-Truth shocked the world and became the new WCW World Champion. AJ says, I just want to let everybody know that Abyss is just fine. He's here tonight, and he's ready for our match against R-Truth in LA Knight. Now, these last couple of weeks, it's been like we're living in an alternate universe. But in a couple days at In Your House, we're going to bring some normalcy back to this place. Abyss will be the new WCW television champion. Gallows and Anderson will win the WCW tag team titles for the 4th time. And I get back my WCW world title and remind each and every one of you that WCW is the house that AJ Styles built. Prediction or spoiler, AJ Styles laying out how he sees In Your House going down. Now we are going to get to the action, our opening match of the night. And it's going to be Kairi Sane going one-on-one with the EST, Bianca Belair. Bianca still reeling off of her loss back at BACKLASH, the triple threat match for the WCW Women's Championship. On a positive note, Raquel Rodriguez no longer WCW Women's Champion, but Bianca's former best friend, a woman who went from being a sister to a hated rival, Jade Cargill, the new WCW Women's Champion. But it's a new year here in the open mic universe. We don't know where things will fall after the upcoming draft. We know at this point Jade isn't going anywhere. Champion's not eligible for the draft. But Bianca, could she possibly be headed back to the WWE? We'll find out in just about a week's time. Bianca sent flying across the ring. Kairi with the cover. Only gets a 1. And Kairi Sane, we haven't really seen her too much here in WCW. She made her debut back at the Royal Rumble. And then signed on here with WCW. And maybe if you're WCW, if you like what you have in Kairi, maybe the fact that there's not a whole lot of tape on her could be a good thing. Maybe WWE does not know what they don't have. But here she's holding her own and looking pretty good here against the EST. Kairi in waiting for Bianca to get to her feet. Sends Bianca into the ropes. And now choking out Bianca Belair. Kairi up to the second turnbuckle. crossbody. And goes for another cover. And Bianca able to kick out at 2. Spear from Kairi Sane goes up to the second turnbuckle again. And misses with the insane elbow. And now Bianca back in control. Hits a glam slam. Hooks the leg. And Bianca Belair, your winner, as she picks up the win and gets back in the W column with a win against Kairi Sane. Now let's look at the WCW side of the In Your House card. The Motor City Machine Guns put the WCW Tag Team titles on the line against Gallows and Anderson. Can Gallows and Anderson become tag champs for a record 4th time? LA Knight defends the WCW Television Championship against the Monster Abyss. The megastar will have his hands full against the unpredictable and unstable Monster. It was the most shocking moment in the history of the open mic universe. R-Truth defeating AJ Styles to become the WCW World Champion. AJ gets his rematch, and we find out if what happened a couple weeks ago was a fluke or if we're on the verge of something special with R-Truth. We'll find out this weekend at In Your House. And now it's time for the main event. And it's an In Your House themed tag team match. R-Truth, the WCW World Champion, he will be teaming up with the WCW Television Champion, LA Knight. Two guys that actually have teamed quite a bit over these last few months. They will be taking on their WrestleMania opponents, the phenomenal AJ Styles and the Monster Abyss. There's a lot of question coming into Thunder. Would Abyss be in any condition to compete here? We saw on Nitro, LA Knight hunting for Abyss in the back, found him, attacked him, and threw him off a second-story structure down to the ground. But Abyss is kind of like the old 80s horror characters. A Jason, a Freddy, a Michael Myers. They don't seem to die. They just keep coming back and keep coming back. And that is what makes the Monster Abyss such a difficult opponent. We saw back at WrestleMania 3, Cody Rhodes, Monsters Ball match. You really have to go somewhere that you've never gone before, to a place that most people are afraid to go to take on and defeat someone like Abyss. Cody showed us at WrestleMania. Took a little bit of help from Abyss's favorite toy, Janice. But Cody showed he would go there. He would go to that place. We'll find out at In Your House if LA Knight is able to go to that very place and become something that you need to become if you want to not only survive a match against Abyss, but defeat the Monster Abyss. Truth letting Abyss slide by, makes the tag. In comes AJ Styles. And then AJ, Truth able to kick out. We've heard AJ's complaints for weeks that if it wasn't for Cody Rhodes coming down to ringside and distracting him, he would still be WCW World Champion. But to be fair, Cody never laid his hands on AJ Styles. He came down to the ring, stood there. And another thing to note, it was the first time since Starrcade that AJ didn't have his goons, Abyss, Gallows, Anderson, in his corner to help him keep that big gold belt around his waist. So In Your House not only is a huge night for AJ Styles, it's a huge night for Abyss, and Gallows and Anderson as well. And we heard AJ at the top of the show. He made the proclamation. BFT from LA Knight. Hooks the leg. Only gets a 2 as AJ kicks out. But AJ, he made the proclamation at the start of the show tonight. Abyss will walk out of In Your House, the new WCW television champion. Gallows and Anderson will win their 4th WCW Tag Team Championships. And he will walk out of In Your House, the WCW World Champion, for a 6th time, a record 6th time. Or was the miracle on canvas that we all witnessed just a few weeks ago here on Thunder the start of something new, a new beginning, a new chapter, not only just here in WCW, but the open mic universe as a whole. LA Knight dropping the knee down on Abyss. Back in comes Truth. And now Truth going up top to the top rope. 5-knuckle shuffle connects. And now Truth going for a figure 4 leg lock. He's got it locked in. AJ makes the save. And now Truth gearing up for an attitude adjustment, but Abyss fights his way out. Black hole slam. Now gets Truth up. Shock treatment. Goes for the cover. In comes LA Knight. LA Knight makes the save. And Abyss with a second black hole slam hooks the leg. And that will do it. Is this a sign of what's to come this weekend? We'll find out in just a few days at In Your House.